Hey, it's BGV, and welcome to episode 7 of the Morningstar podcast. I'm very excited for this one because we have none other than Wilburgur on as the guest. Hi, Wilburgur.
Good morning. Good morning from Australia.
Good morning, man. It's 9 p.m. here.
Yeah, no, it's not morning. It's 1 p.m., dude. YouTube live.
Yeah. So with you, I think I will have finally completed the Australian YouTuber. It's not a trinity, obviously. What is it called when you have four?
No, that makes sense. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Right, the 4
apocalypse.
There you go. The 4. Nice. The 4 YouTube horsemen from Australia for the adpocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, I just butchered it, but that's what we've got. I've brought this up before, but do you have any insight whatsoever as to why there are so many big popular YouTubers that do Elder Scrolls and Fallout?
Obvious, man. Because we're fucking awesome. Because Australia's fucking amazing.
Let's be honest. A good part is the accent, right? I mean, it's at least a decent amount.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think I've lost a bit of my accent. My friends always bag me about it. I don't really sound very Aussie anymore. You should listen to them. They're like, "G'day, mate. How you going?"
I could tell because especially doing the podcast with these other guys, your accent is a little. Is there any reason why it's like a little lesser?
Half my family's Canadian. Dad's from Vancouver.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, especially I think Americans always think about accents like this, but if you look at any British accents, they're so varied. And if you look at Australian, I mean, it's similar, but there are still like different types of an Australian accent, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Is that not true? Am I being an ignorant American?
We call it the bogan accent, the real heavy accent. That's like the equivalent term for like redneck. Okay. So if you ever hear the word bogan, it means like Aussie redneck. And we have nothing against them. Everyone wants to be a bogan. They're amazing. We love them. Is
that what you guys think about redneck accents in America?
No, fuck that.
Because that would be cool. That's a legit
That'd be
thing.
A cool accent to have.
Okay. Well, there's like a Southern accent, which I always hated growing up as a kid because I lived in Florida my whole life. Florida's in the South, but it's not really. It's like a big amalgamation of a lot of different types of people. So I don't really consider it like the true South, but like true Southern accents north of Florida, like Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, that sort of thing. They've got an accent that's like endearing, that's nice. But then there's also like redneck hick accents, which just sound unintelligent. You know?
No, I love it all, dude. I love it all. We can do the rest of the podcast in redneck hick accents if you want.
Okay, so on my podcast, you said I think that you listened to the LaFave Bros episode.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a liar. I did listen to it, but I got about 10 minutes in, and then I realized I was really late to your podcast. I was like, fuck.
It's all good, man. Every time that I have somebody on like you, I always try to scramble to like watch as much as possible. So I get it. But I always start off with what we're going to change to you. I'm sure so if you heard the first 10 minutes, do we at least get to the book or the snail question by that time?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, we may have just rambled because usually I like to start with it, but a lot of the time, like us talking about accents, time just gets away from me. So what I like to do is I like to start the podcast with a hypothetical. It used to be the book and the snail question, but I think they got kind of stale. So I think moving forward, and I implemented this with the last episode, which was Lone Vault Wonder. I'm just going to get a random, interesting sounding hypothetical, usually from Reddit, and then see what your opinions are on it.
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Hopefully I don't say something super offensive.
Well, hey, man, that risk is always in my head for every video I make ever. So, yeah, I get it.
Can't wait to be on Drama Alert, dude. You, me, and Cam. I'm excited.
Oh man, I remember there's been little tiny itsy bitsy things of drama, but my channel is nowhere near the size.
Can we talk about drama today? I never talk about YouTube drama. I've been building it up, dude.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about fucking YouTube drama.
We can talk about whatever you want. Yeah, that's the style. This, yeah. A lot of people, they don't bring up politics, don't bring up religion. Podcast is different, obviously, but no, the whole genesis of this podcast
Oh,
is
that
just to talk
stuff's
about whatever you want.
politics and religion are boring. We won't talk about that because like you'll just lose listeners. It's just boring.
No, I agree.
But
Yeah.
YouTube drama, mate, that's where the views are. That's where the clickbait is.
Do you actually have like something in mind that you want to talk about in terms of YouTube drama?
No. Dead bodies in forests, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's sort of YouTube drama.
What did I see? What did I see? No, it's just been Logan Paul. There's nothing really. Oh, YouTube's throwing down the hammer on the Tide Pods. Excuse me. Oh, geez, the Tide Pod meme. Have you seen that?
I know the whole Tide Pods. For anybody that doesn't know, basically the Tide Pods that you put in your laundry detergent, people are eating because they do look delicious. I told this to my girlfriend. I was like, if you look at them, they look tasty.
Now, hang on, sir. I don't think people are eating them. I think a very small amount of people are eating them. I think there's just like a big joke about how they look edible, and that's fine. That's okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. I literally looked at a thread last night that linked to a Snopes article. Are you familiar with Snopes?
No, but it sounds exciting.
It's just a website that like sort of fact checks if like urban myths are true or not. So this is a perfect example. Like you can go to Snopes to see if people are actually eating Tide Pods or not. It's true.
Right.
It's true. They're doing it.
No, I read something that it was like 2 kids in 2017, but like 8 octogenarians with dementia or something. Dude, they're probably not even looking at them and going, "These are edible." They're probably looking at them and going, "I want to end it all." Euthanasia.
If they have dementia, they're probably just like,
yeah.
These look like a little bit of jelly on toast. Let me just.
Oh, no.
It's a mixed jelly. Oh God, why does it taste like peach?
We're gonna lose all our dementia fans.
Oh,
think
God.
before you speak, dude. We're gonna
they
lose
don't know where they are. They don't know what channel they're on. Hey, my grandma had a level of dementia, so I can make these jokes. Okay, people, don't get too offended.
I think people in my family did too. It's awful thing.
It is awful, and that's why we make jokes about it, right? I think you and I, based on what I could see from your channel, we got similar types of humor. I think at least a little bit.
Terrible, degenerate.
Yeah.
Humor, yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
You do have a potty mouth, by the way, man. He asked me before this started, and I do too. That's why I'm laughing, because he asked me before this started. He was like, "Hey, man, I don't know how PG this podcast is," and I was like, "Oh, you can say whatever you want, seriously." And I was looking through your channel and like some old videos, and
that's terrible, dude. They're so bad. I'm just like my humor, like for me, comedy just comes from the simplest stuff because I'm not smart enough to come up with anything funnier. That's just how it is.
Dude, like 60% of my jokes is literally just dad jokes or puns because they're so easy to make connections, I don't.
People love that though. That's charming.
Yeah, well, I don't think too hard either is my point. You know what I mean? Okay, so, well, anyways, here's the hypothetical question.
Yes.
All right, so the government's, I'm going to say this word for word. I was just going to give the main idea here, but I might as well just give the whole thing, I suppose. This was taken from Reddit. The governments of Earth realize that the sun will go out in 50 years. Okay.
Shit.
Somehow we obtain definite concrete evidence that the sun is going to extinguish itself in 50 years. It will remain as a mass, but stop generating light and heat. Given current technology, does humanity have any chance of surviving? How would governments and populations react? If we're totally screwed, make it 100 years before the sun goes out. If that still doesn't help, assume that every government on Earth forms an unconditional alliance. If neither of these things help, around how long would we need to prepare to have humanity survive?
Okay.
So
Okay, Austin, let me stop you there. First off, if it was 100 years till the sun going out, it'd be a red giant and would have destroyed Earth, would have swallowed us whole. But this is a hypothetical. You know
so
what?
I saw an episode of your Oblivion series, and you were looking up at the sky in Oblivion, and you mentioned that it was a nebula, and you were using all of these science space terms, and I am so dense when it comes to actual space and math and science that I was wondering, were you making a very smart sounding joke, or was that actually legitimate?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was legitimate. It's sort of a passion of mine. I love now which one's the horoscopes? I always get these mixed up. I think I
I
love
do too.
astronomy. Astrology is the weird one with
Uh,
like the oh on your birthday you're gonna get your dick sucked kind of.
oh boy, yeah. I always get those two mixed up too.
Yeah, no. I love astronomy.
Astrology is the fake one. Astronomy is
That's
the
it.
real one. Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, it's just a bit of a passion of mine. Like I never studied it. Like I did a bit in school, but I never studied it outside of school or anything. I just watch, countless doco after doco, and you pick up a few things.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that kind of stuff, I
I was
think, as well.
impressed. I mean, I was impressed. I don't make jokes like that at all in my series because I don't have intelligence like that. So
Let's go back to your
yeah.
hypothetical. Um I think the best course of action would be to not tell people if there was like an imminent disaster, like maybe like a black hole traveling towards Earth at a ludicrous speed, in which it would be too late, and it wouldn't be like observable from a distance. They like it would just like hit or something, whatever. Yeah, I don't think you'd tell people because it'd
Okay.
just be chaos.
Well, so
I don't
so
know.
so that's like the hope. I mean, so you're saying there's no hope. Basically, we're just gonna die. You might as well not panic, people.
Well, I watched I've been recently being a bit of a weeb dude. Do you watch any like anime or any weird shit from Japan?
No, but not because I'm averted to weebs or anything like that. It's just because I'm very particular. It has to be a really good, impactful series. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen
Okay.
all the standards. Death Note, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, okay.
Cowboy
So we're the
Bebop, stuff
same.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're the same. Like I only just started watching all like the big ones, and I used to avoid it all because I thought it was really cringy, but I got bored of like especially a lot of American TV, just like the same tropes and everything. I
Yeah.
wanted to watch some different shit. I ended up getting hooked, and recently I watched a show called Devilman Crybaby, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but
Uh,
there's like a similar situation where humanity, like everybody on Earth, finds out about something terrible, and there's like mass panic, and it's all horrific, and it sort of made me think that I don't know, like people. I mean, I'd probably have a similar reaction. You would, like a lot of people would, my friends and family would, like, we're just simple. And when something like that, like world ending, is thrown to us, it makes me think of, do you remember the first Matrix film?
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big
Like
fan.
that whole theme, like ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Like it just
Yeah.
makes me think that,
Yeah.
like I just think people would be happier and it'd be better for them.
Well,
It's like when sorry to
no,
keep
you're
interrupting you.
fine. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
So this is my ADD kicking into
No, you're all good, man.
hyperdrive. It's like when a little boy is in hospital and they're like about to die, and you tell them it's going to be okay. I believe in that. I think that's a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Absolutely, but conversely, my opinion. So basically, the way that he sets it up is that I know it doesn't make sense. Physiologically. What is that word? God, you know what I mean, right?
You think like the body, wouldn't you just say cosmic? I have no idea, dude.
Cosmically,
See,
yeah, sure. No, that works too.
cosmically,
Yeah, absolutely.
astronomically. I
Astronomically,
don't know.
perfectly. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I even knew that when I don't know anything about space, but I think that's kind of intended in the prompt here. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's like an anomaly. You know what I mean? It just stops, and so the question is, yeah, like how do we have a chance of survival? Because what will we have to do? Because our source of light
Oh,
and heat is gone,
okay.
right?
So I kind of answered another question, didn't I? Sorry.
No, it's all
Um,
good. That was an interesting point too, but
well, the sun powers everything on Earth. Like without the sun, life would just slowly disappear. So we'd need another energy source.
right.
Um,
So let's say we have 100 years because that he put that in there. That 50
gosh,
years I think is way too soon. So let's just say we have 100.
have you read any articles on like that? Now I get these mixed up as well. Is fusion power the one that we can't do, or am I thinking of fission? Which is the one that is the power of the sun?
That's so
That we
well.
can't.
That's solar energy, right?
No, no, no. I
Solar
mean,
power.
like like the combustion process, like the
Um,
fusion process that creates all that energy or whatever.
I don't know,
I
but
think
fusion
I
sounds
think
good
it's
to
fusion.
me.
I think it's fusion. It's like that's what the idea of Fallout's about. Like humanity made infinite energy source, which is fusion, right?
Well, what
Um,
is that? Because that's a thing too. Like infinitely recharging. What is that called?
yeah.
Um, is that the word you're
Well,
thinking of? Because that's
yeah.
oh gosh, I hate when I know big words, but I can't remember them.
Dude, that's my life.
I know. What is that word? Yeah, it's just basically like there's like an old school YouTube video where a guy like butters his toast and it falls and the butter side falls because it always does, and then he puts it on a cat because cats always fall on their feet. Have you seen this?
Infinite energy. Dude, that's the answer. We just need cats, a whole lot of buttered toast.
Yeah, put them together back to
Yes.
back, and then they just spin forever and generate energy.
Until the cats. That's okay. It's a necessary loss for humanity.
Oh God! If you know the answer, ladies and gents, put it in the comments below because I know that word, but I can't think of it for some reason.
It's a
But
pretty heavy question. Why do you ask it? What do you think we'd do? I feel like you've got like a genius response here.
no, I just like hypotheticals. That's why I like starting these with them. But I I don't know because the question is right. If all the governments could band together, forget everything. Now that's going to be hard in and of itself, right? Because people are assholes inherently.
Let me look up this thing. I think there's something happening in Germany. The crazy Germans are making some fusion reactor or something.
Oh, isn't the word we're looking for perpetual energy?
Yeah, yeah.
That doesn't like specify a type of energy though. That just means something that's constantly renewing itself,
Yeah.
which is impossible as of now.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I think this is the answer, but I don't.
Okay.
The fused two lighter atomic nuclei releasing energy. Or maybe that's the atom bomb. Fuck. Okay, you and me should not be in charge of the world.
No.
Turn to that. We've
No.
got the answer, guys. We press a button and the world just blows up.
Yeah. No, but to answer the question for me, so yeah, again, the government would have to get together with, like, basically we'd all have to work together. I don't know if you told the populace, it could go good or it could go wrong because people might want to help out in any way, shape, or form that they can, donate resources, whatever. And that's the only way really is if we absolutely band it together, and then we have 100 years to either get off of this planet and find another planet that would serve, or just find some source of energy and light. But I don't think we could ever do that in 100 years that would replicate the sun.
Let me look up Alpha Centauri distance. Here we go. So that's our closest star.
Right. Yeah.
4.3 light years. So let's look at your first option. I like that option, leaving our solar system and finding a new one. That's a good idea.
Because I mean, no planets here are habitable, right? Like not even.
No.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Musk said something crazy about how if we nuked Mars, it would create a greenhouse effect, and it would in turn create an atmosphere on Mars.
Oh, okay.
That would trap gases like oxygen and carbon, and we could live there.
Right.
But you'd need like massive megatonnage. You've asked me a great question. I love this shit, dude. This is like what keeps me up at night.
Yeah, man. This is why I start everything with a hypothetical. It's so interesting.
Keep them on space and stuff like this. I love this stuff.
Yeah, okay. I have no knowledge, like I said, so I don't know how long I can keep the space questions going because I'm just gonna have to sit quietly while my guest talks about it. But.
These two like idiot oblivion YouTubers are trying to solve like world crisis situation. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Absolutely. Were you looking something up right now?
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at Alpha Centauri is 4.3 light years away. So if we were traveling at the speed of light, it would take 4 and a bit years to get there.
Right.
So that would be tough. We'd have to like
what
was the film?
Cryo freezes.
Yeah.
Right.
Interstellar or like the new Alien film, we'd have to like freeze a bunch of babies or whatever on a ship.
Man, I haven't watched any like new. I haven't watched Interstellar. I'm just a budding film buff, so I need to watch it because I know it's good. But man,
excuse me.
all these like new movies are still doing the same cryo. What's it called?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Cryostasis.
Cryostasis. That they did in like the 80s. 80s movies. It's funny.
Dude, I'm sort of the same. Like I was watching Interstellar and like I enjoyed it, but for me it was just Space Odyssey. It was just a homage to Space Odyssey, I thought.
I saw Space Odyssey when I was so young, and I just hated it
No.
because it was just infinite non-understanding of what was happening in front of me. You know what I mean?
There's a word that I always use to describe Space Odyssey. What is it? Ponderous. It's just like really,
Yeah,
really ponderous. It's like when you're in a mood where you're bored and you're just thinking about dumb shit. That's what Space Odyssey's
yeah,
for.
yeah. And I love Kubrick. You know, I love all of his other movies. But man, that was.
Yeah.
But I need to rewatch it because I was too young to get it. It was way over my head.
No,
Um,
no, no. Well, it is what it is. I think it has a lot of flaws and, a lot of reasons for people not to like it. I have a lot of friends that love it and a lot of friends that don't, and it all makes sense, I reckon.
how does it compare to Interstellar?
There's a lot of things. I'm sure I could just like Google this and cheat right now, but like the big one for me is the score. All that organ is obviously, from Space Odyssey.
Right.
That and everyone always talks about, oh, Hans Zimmer, I love him, I want to suck him off, and it's like, yeah, he's good. He's like the Justin Bieber of scoring music, in my
Wait,
opinion.
who?
That's
Who?
controversial.
Who scored it?
Hans Zimmer, good old
Oh,
Mr.
right, right.
Zimmer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
good old Hans.
Yeah, old hands. Yeah.
I think old mate Hans. I think he's great, but I'm a big classic blockbuster fan. So I love John Williams, as we discussed
We did.
before I came on.
So I think so. You must be a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I grew up with them. I think any kid who watched them when they were young just becomes a fan for life. That's sort of the recurring story I've found.
How old are you? You don't have to say if you don't want to.
No, I'm 24.
Okay, man. I've been having a string of people that are my age. I'm 25.
Oh, wow, okay, cool.
So cool. What else did John Williams, I guess, orchestrate? Because obviously he's famous for Star Wars.
Come on, everything. So
I didn't know how prolific he was.
he started with Fiddler on the Roof, and everyone was like, holy shit, this guy's a freak. And then this kid, he's like 20 years old. He doesn't really have much filmmaking experience, but he made a short film about a truck, and everyone's like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. And he's like, yeah, I want to do a movie about sharks. We'll call it Jaws. And he calls mate Johnny Dubs, and he's like, make me a score. And John Williams is like, you're going to love this. And he gets two fingers. He holds them up in the air like an anime character, and he puts them on the piano and goes, duh. And Steven Spielberg's like, oh, that's an Oscar. And lo and behold, they won Oscars.
Did he win an Oscar for the Jaws score?
I'm pretty sure. He definitely won one for E.T., which he did.
Wow, I didn't realize man, I feel really embarrassed as like like I just said, a budding film buff that I don't know that he composed all of these famous movies.
I think a lot of people, it's just like background for them. But for me, like, I don't think Star Wars would have been as popular without. Like the music is what makes Star Wars, in my opinion.
That's the only thing that I like about Star Wars. I hate Star Wars, and no offense to anybody that likes it. It's not interesting to me. But that's the only thing is the score. Yeah, that every time the music comes in, which is what was missing from Rogue One, right? Because again, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, and I noticed they didn't have, and maybe they did, and maybe I just don't remember. But I'm pretty sure they didn't have like the classic theme in there at all.
See, it's funny, like when I heard Giacchino was doing, this is another one of my favorite topics, dude. Fucking movie scores. I love this shit.
Yeah.
When I heard Giacchino was doing Rogue One, I got really excited because he was supposed to replace John Williams on the next trilogy, but John went and said he'd do it, and everyone's, no one's going to say no to John, even if he's like 90 years old.
And it's like all dementia music.
Yeah, that's what I was joking about. I made some Reddit post about how, like, wouldn't it be funny if like the new Star Wars score was just him like making senile noises and like farting into a microphone. I got like 200 downvotes, and I'm like, my work here is done.
Oh my god, do you know anything about David Lynch?
I know that guy. Did he do Eraserhead? No.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he directed Eraserhead. Yep.
And he did Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. Yeah.
Yes. No, he's a genius.
Yeah. Okay. I love Twin Peaks, but the thing is, do you watch it or did you see the newest season at all?
No. Is it any good?
It's something. I'll say that, but I just I don't know, man. The first season was real good, and I think it came out in the early '90s or something like that. And then the second season, I think he left like halfway through or something. There was a thing where he wasn't.
Yeah.
a part of it at some point. And then the third one, he did the whole thing, and they basically just said, do whatever the fuck you want. They just let him do it all. And it was very interesting, but I just kind of felt like it was like visual masturbation because there was just so much that didn't make any sense. You know, kind of the same reason why I got frustrated with, what's the movie? The Stanley Kubrick, Space Odyssey. Yeah, Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because I know some people like ambiguity, obviously, in their movies and stuff that they have to ponder and think about. But I'm much more of a person that likes like knowing.
A good story. I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was gonna make a thing to whatever we were talking about before, where like he's just known as a genius and whatever. Oh, like John Williams composing in the 90s. If it's just fart or when he's 90, not in the 90s. But like if he's just farting in a booth and making senile noises, everybody would be like, "Oh, it's genius! Don't you understand?
Exactly.
It's genius." And I
Exactly.
feel like that's how people treat David Lynch, no matter what he does.
Yeah, no one's gonna like bag you. And the music, you know, in the new Star Wars films is fine. But this is what I was gonna say about Giacchino with Rogue One. Apparently he had like 3 weeks or something. Like he got totally fucked over.
Wait,
and
so
this
Giacchino
is the guy
is the composer of Rogue One.
Yeah, and he did Incredibles, and that's like one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh shit, really? I love The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorite movie scores ever.
Awesome.
It's just the fucking best. But Rogue One, kind of felt a bit basic. You know, there weren't like that many character motifs, and I think that's what drives, like, especially like the Star Wars sound. There's got to be that recurring melody for each character or each theme on each character. You know.
Yeah,
and there wasn't much of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, I was gonna get into your channel. How many? Oh man, holy shit, we've already been going for like half the podcast.
Fuck, really? Okay. Ask away.
Well,
should I delete my channel on podcast? What do you reckon?
What did you say?
Should I delete my channel right now?
That was gonna be my question. Should you delete your channel?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get a live Wilburgur deleting of his channel.
Yeah, right. And done.
All right, there we go. Thanks all for watching. This has been a great episode. John Williams, thanks for stopping by. But no, to those of you that are not in the know about your channel, to those of you that are wondering who is this Wilburgur, how would you describe it?
You want a soft sell or a hard sell?
Do whatever sell the people the best way that you can.
Okay. If you sub to my channel, I'll PM you a dick pic if you want. You know, whatever. Like I'm chill with that. That's fine.
There you go.
That's about it. Yeah. I mean, don't feel obliged. It's really pretty trashy. It's really pretty bizarre.
Oh, your chin. Oh, I was wondering if you made your penis.
Maybe both.
Got a hard curve in it, like an L.
Yeah, the grip curve.
By the way, real quick side note before we get back to your channel.
Yeah, dude.
Are you aware of what like duck penises look like? Peni?
No. Do I want to see that? Do they have like 3 heads or some weird shit? They look like one of the props used in an alien film.
Not 3 heads, but it is weird. Basically, from what I understand, and again, if I'm wrong about anything, feel free to correct me in the comments. Female ducks get raped so often that they have developed a labyrinthine, I think that's the adjective, vagina where like your penis has to basically go through all these twists and I'm not making this up. This is how nature is. And like the duck has developed sort of like a corkscrew penis that like finds its way through the labyrinth.
Oh, dude. I reckon sex in the animal kingdom is absolutely fucked up.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
think about this. Think about this. I don't really want to get into this because it's super dark and it's not really nothing positive is gonna come from this
as far as you
chat.
Want, man. I'll be right there with you.
But I'll say this. Think about how complex and intelligent society is today in terms of like social status.
Right.
Something like fucking rape is considered so awful that no one does it. And yet every day we still hear stories about rapes happening all over the world. Mm-hmm. Like imagine if we went back in time like 2,000 years, the kind of filthy shit that would be happening. Like I don't think a lot of us would be around. Like a lot of us are probably direct descendants from like Viking Reaver rapes where they went to villages just raped all the women, and then we were born.
Yeah.
It's super fucked up, dude.
Yeah, and the animal
Just
kingdom is far worse. It's
yeah,
a nightmare what
exactly.
happens what happens there.
Animal Kingdom's like the human race without all the social stuff and all the
Right, because they
intelligence and
don't give a fuck.
morals.
There's nobody to look at that and go like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They just do it. You know what I mean? So,
That's really
anyways, getting off of duck rape.
any
Go ahead.
kids listening now, just subscribe to Wilburgur.
But yeah, how would you just? Because your channel is a little hard to describe, as opposed to some of the other people that I've had on who stick to a particular thing. Your channel, well, how would you describe it?
Okay, I'll be serious for once. No, I'm very lucky. I think last year, at the start of last year, I was on 15,000 subscribers.
Yeah, you
and I've
blew.
been,
You are the definition of blowing up. You blew up.
yeah, I guess. Thanks, man.
No, true, man.
I think by December I hit 100,000. I was very lucky. It was a really nice Christmas present from everybody.
Congratulations,
So
by the way.
thanks, man. Thank you. You hit 200 recently, didn't you?
It's been a while. I've been slow growing
Okay.
because it's been a while, but semi recently, yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm just sitting here drinking beers, by the way, dude. I thought you were going to say something about it when I opened it right at the start of the podcast.
Oh,
You're going to go back and hear it, and it's just like this opening of a can.
oh, yeah. No, I was wondering what that was. Yeah, shoot. I'm a little bitch in this day and age because I'm counting calories. So I would have been right there drinking with you, but
You're not a little bitch. You're probably a good, healthy boy. I'm the opposite.
Oh, I'm not healthy. I eat bad shit. I just count it so I make sure I don't gain weight.
Nice. It's good. It's good effort.
What are you drinking?
Shitty Australian beer. It's
Foster's.
Fosters. No one drinks Fosters here. I don't know any of my mates that drink Fosters. I don't know why. It's because the Simpsons did it.
That's why I was trying to I was trying to give the shittiest Australian accent possible when I was saying it, because I know it's like not a thing over there.
You sound like what's the accent? Like a really heavy Brooklyn accent. Fosters.
What's that?
That's
Fosters. I can't do accents.
Sound like a fucking witch from Skyrim or something. A hag raven.
A hag raven.
Yeah.
Fosters. Is that a good hag raven? It's been a while since I fought one.
That's pretty good. 10 out of 10 would bang. Oh yeah, no, I should probably tell people what my channel is.
Yeah.
We're 50 minutes in. I'm very lucky because I kind of get away with doing what I want, but the main thing that I do is sort of weird comedy content on Bethesda games. So the big one for me was Oblivion. And I've been doing Fallout New Vegas recently. It's been a lot of fun, but it revolves around role-playing characters. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, I never think you're too old or too young to role-play a good, fun video game character. Just, think about it. Don't name your character John. Make your character autistic and, look like the Pink Panther, or make your character have third-degree burns all over their body and just call them Burnt Guy. You don't have to think too hard about this stuff.
Yeah, no, obviously. Yeah, but would you say that's your main series? I mean, I don't know if that's offensive to some people that take their series real close to heart. Might be like, all of my series are my main series, but I think it's safe to say that, like, I mean, Autism Cat is very instrumental in your channel getting a huge amount of growth over like a year, you said.
Like, I've always had a lot of fun with making videos, but this is obviously a formula that's working for me, so I will continue to do it. That's a very like Ellen talk show response.
No, but it's true though, because I was just looking through your whole, like, I was going back to I think your first video ever was a Mario Party, at least the one on your channel was a Mario Party Peach.
Dude, I gotta delete that shit. I gotta unlist that shit. Stuff.
It was good though, and like, I remember. Oh, what I wanted to say was, do you remember your light bulb video?
Yeah.
That was the first. That was my introduction to your channel, because I remember YouTube recommended that to me, and obviously the thumbnail. You look at that, and if you know Oblivion, you're like, oh shit. Well, I know it's waiting, but I need to see it with my own eyes. So I think it was only a matter of time, because I remember at that video, which was, do you know how long ago?
It would have been probably around June. I went on a trip to Canada and came back and felt like playing Oblivion. So probably,
Yeah,
yeah, around June.
but I just remember your
27.
same type of like humor was like present in that one too, and yeah, so I think it was only a matter of time before you struck gold, so to say.
Yeah, but that's literally what happened. Like I got very lucky. Like I'm not going to pretend like I did anything exceptional. Like I sort of just found a series that I wanted to play and I enjoyed, but luckily it was also trending. Like I probably wouldn't recommend other people to just wait for Lady Luck like I did. Like if I could go back and tell myself something like 5 years ago when I started the channel, I'd say just like look for trending stuff. Like don't just play stuff because you want to. Like try and find that middle ground. And I was very lucky. That's what happened with Oblivion. So yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because I got off of like a 100% Skyrim Let's Play that I think is my best series to this date and
Yeah.
to date. And then I was just like, well, I have a Morrowind series. I don't really. Oh well, I did have a full Oblivion series too, but I just felt like doing that as my next 100% series. And then I noticed like, holy shit, there's like a bunch of people doing this now. And I didn't. And then PewDiePie made like a video. And I know he
Yes.
featured
Yeah.
the LaFave Bros. Did he feature you? Because I feel like you would have definitely.
No.
Okay.
No.
I feel like
That
if
was
it came
like
across your videos though, he would.
that was I had a couple of videos, but it was like just before I started
Oh, okay.
exploding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at your Oblivion Part 1 from 2013 right now. Good old Vanicus, the
Oh God.
Imperial.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I did the same thing when I was like 12.
Fuck you, man.
Like really, really like overly good looking white cis males. It's like, oh, that's a perfect character. Yeah.
Well, this is one of the points that I wanted to make. You talking about role playing a character. I didn't do
Yeah.
that until I started streaming on Twitch. I've been streaming for like 2 years now, but all the time, every character was like Vonicus. It was just a really attractive looking. Well, you can't make an attractive looking character in Oblivion, but you know what I mean. As best as you can.
We can try. Are you saying
try.
Autism Cat's not God's gift to
He's-
Earth? How
he's
dare you?
beautiful in his own way. He's very
Exactly.
he's yeah, special is the word I'd use personally, but yeah, and then after I broke into the role playing aspect, because that makes just live streams more fun, is when you're playing like a role playing character with certain goals or whatever. It was just so much fun, and I had never done that before. So yeah, that Oblivion playlist is an example of way before I ever got into role playing whatsoever.
It's got lots of views, dude, for a Let's Play. Like you've done extremely well. Where are your mid rolls, mate? Where are your mid rolls?
Dude, there are many things that I have never done on YouTube that I should, but I just haven't, and I'm like so stuck in my ways. One of which is like optimizing ads.
Yeah.
What I don't even know what is that. So mid rolls are where you have to place those yourself, right? You have to go in physically for every video and place those.
Yeah. Like I totally get you. Like I felt the same way. And a lot of people there's a lot of channels that I love. Like, have you heard of Oni Plays?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I love those guys, and they do an ad like every 3 minutes. They suck.
And that's always physically added in, right? Because a lot of people complain on YouTube, but I never knew if I don't know what the middle ground is.
I used to do it like one ad per video, no matter how long. But now I do an ad like every 10 minutes, pretty much. Like in a video that's like 12 minutes or under, it'll just have one ad. But now I do an ad every 10 minutes. And the reason is you just make more money, like way more money. It's absurd.
Oh God, I'm like cringing at probably how much money I have lost just because I never cared enough to do this.
My views went down last month. I probably shouldn't be saying this. I don't know if this is against YouTube stuff. You can edit this out if it's not. If it is, like I have no.
No, I don't. I've talked about it before. I've never had anything.
I thought I was going to make a lot less money, but I started doing different ad stuff for my videos. Like I started doing mid rolls, and now I'm making way more, even though my views are less. Like it really is like a huge factor.
So if I've got long play, I mean, we should talk about this more after the podcast.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about it on the podcast. But go ahead.
In fact, okay, if I have, because you make much better content than I do, because you
no, that's not true.
You do that because you edit your videos, and I'm more like just get in and
People
get
love.
out.
Like
But
I wish I could do that. I can't, talk.
well, you got a great. And do you actually have like ADD or?
I've never been diagnosed, but everybody says I do. So
Okay.
maybe.
But I mean, but it comes out in your videos, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like in that
It's
very interesting, edited sort of way. So, I'm not saying that as like a constant. Oh, you have ADD, but hey, it works out in your videos. You know, I'm not saying it like that.
No, it's fun. Like I obviously just have fun, and I think that translates well for the audience. I think they like
Yeah,
that.
no, absolutely. But okay, but we make Oblivion videos, and I just noticed we're
Yeah.
like in sync too. Your character is in the Shivering Isles. My character is in the Shivering Isles, and I think some people even maybe commented like, "Oh, you're copying Wilburgur. You're going to the Shivering Isles now." And I swear to God, to anybody listening, I did not know that Autism Cat was in
It's
the
like,
Shivering Isles. I promise.
guys, Shivering Isles is a huge DLC, part of the original game. Okay, God, any everyone play.
Yeah, but my question is, so like we're both making 20 to 30 minute Oblivion videos right now, right?
Yeah.
That's safe to say. You're doing a lot more stuff though, obviously. I'm doing The Witcher 3 and that mainly. So I should be placing physically ads in my videos. It sounds silly now that it's coming out of my mouth, but I should be doing that as opposed to just checking all the boxes in the monetization thing.
You're like a far bigger channel than me. I don't know how this.
Oh no, I'm not. You're doing
You
so much
you
better than me.
obviously like go to uni or like have another job. Like what do you do?
No, I do this full time, and I stream on Twitch. People are very generous on Twitch.
Okay, yeah. See, I need to get into the live streaming biz, man.
It's
Need to
fun.
crack that market.
It's fun,
Yeah.
but I had to work through what's called like streamer depression recently. Not like actual depression, but just like kind of the feeling where what direction do I? Because streaming's a whole different beast than making YouTube videos. You know what I mean? So, but I got over that recently, and now it's been the best like time ever. So, yeah, if you can just find things that you like playing, it's real fun. If you get an audience going.
I'm glad to hear, man. Yeah, I really need to. I just need better internet, and I'd be on it straight away. Like
yeah.
I have 1 megabit upload speed.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that's awful.
It sucks. It just sucks, man.
I wonder what mine is because I don't think my upload's the best either, but I think it's like maybe 10 or
Don't
something.
don't tease me.
Hey, you need to get that. What is it called again? What
FTTP, NBN, yeah.
NBN? Yeah,
But it's 90% of it's just garbage, though. It's so depressing. Like our government's retarded. They're just retarded.
Well,
Oh yeah, you got Trump. Yeah, good luck.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, don't bring up politics or you'll start dividing people. But yeah, this is why.
No,
this is another reason.
Trump's just comedy.
No, yeah, I mean it's just he described countries as shithole countries the other day. Like, come on, man, it's but
Dude, doesn't he like actively want to destroy the North Korean regime, and he like keeps trying to provoke Kim Jong-un so that they'll attack first.
Did you see the tweet heard around the world about what he said to Kim Jong-un? Wait, is it
Is
Un?
it
I always get the
button one? Yeah, Kim Jong-un. Yeah.
Okay, he literally made a tweet that was like, someone please tell Kim Jong-un that if he keeps, I'm butchering this, but if he keeps talking about nukes, I've got a bigger, better nuke. Like he literally said bigger, better. It's just it's ridiculous at this point. It's insanity. It's so stupid.
He's like a child.
And
it's so good.
yeah, and I made a
Dude,
tweet. Go ahead.
Sorry, I had a dream that like war was happening. It was so scary, and I woke up and I'm like, wow, that's really fucked.
That's a legitimate thing that I remember when the Iraqi war was in heavy swing. I had dreams where like a tank like busted into my room. Obviously that was stupid because we're fighting over there, but you know
that's fucking cool.
Yeah, it wasn't cool for me at the time. I was freaking out, but oh geez. All right, we're already at 43 minutes. Let's get some Wilburgur centered shit going on in this podcast.
Sure. Whatever you want to do. I'm having a great time. I'm happy to chat to you. So
yeah,
whatever.
Dude, you the past few podcasts have been excellent. I think it's a combination of me losing my nerves because this is the 7th one now, and in the beginning I was more nervous, and more jittery. But
dude, I was the first 10 minutes I was cringing at myself. I wasn't saying anything. Maybe you can edit it out. You're not going to. It's not.
Oh no, you're fine. Trust me. I guarantee people this is gonna be one of people's favorite episodes. I can just tell. So yeah, you're doing amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw on your channel, I think the most recent video, you were playing Halo 3 with the LaFave bros.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you know them? Because, yeah, as you know, I had them on this podcast, and I had saw their videos before they were on, and I love them, obviously.
Those two dudes are awesome. I love them to bits. Like, they, like, as soon as I started making Oblivion videos, they started commenting on my stuff and saying really, really nice things and laughing at everything. And we were just kind of like, sexting each other, over YouTube. We were just like commenting on each other's videos and saying nice stuff. And then we just messaged each other and we're like, yo, we should totally do something together. We have to think of something. We wanted to do, I don't know if I should say this. I suppose like we're 50 minutes into a podcast, so I can say it. It doesn't really matter. There's a co-op mod for Morrowind that came out like 6 months ago. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it through the grapevine. I'm pretty sure.
And we're thinking of playing that at some stage, but we couldn't get it working.
Okay.
So we just played fucking Halo, and it was good fun.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Halo 2 and 3, so that was cool to see. That brings me to another question that I had is that I see that's my thing with mods is that I feel like a lot of the time, oh my god, the Bruma mod for Skyrim. Did you ever play that one?
No, that sounds cooler. Is that beyond Skyrim?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was amazing when I finally got it to work. It was amazing, but literally I had like 2 or 3 streams where I could just not get it to install, and if I thought I did, like if I went up and like the NPCs were there, I was like, okay, here we go, and then something would break, and then like everybody would just be watching me like going through files for the whole thing. It was awful, and I know people have an easy time, but I'm averted to mods because I'm weird that I like vanilla releases. And like I like to play the way the developer intended, and they intend obviously for people to play mods. I mean, they made the Creation Club, obviously, so it's not about that. But anyways, my question is, mods or no mods to you? What do you prefer?
Depends on the game, and also like what I know. Like the only mods I really know are like for Mario 64 and for
I saw you had a Sonic mod.
Oblivion. Yeah, it's just I just like spent a lot of time like working out how to do it. Like there's a really cool mod where you can change the sound files in Mario 64. It took me like probably like a good week to learn how to do. Like honestly, like every day sitting down and working out how to do it. And you can replace all the sound files in the game with whatever you want, as long as like they're the same memory allocation.
What'd you replace it with? You're Too Slow? Was it that one, or was it? Yeah. Oh, It's No Use, right?
It's no use.
It's
That's
no
good.
And
I replaced it with the Oblivion Guard as well for one of them, but it was just like 3 sound files. It was such a shitty video, but I got at 120k views, so I was pretty happy about that.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess it depends on the game. Mods or no mods.
Well, what about the standard, Elder Scrolls, especially because it's so easy, like Oblivion or Skyrim? Do you usually play modded playthroughs or just standard or what?
Modded for me is like when I get bored of a game's vanilla. So Oblivion I've played so much that I sort of have to mod now. New Vegas, probably not. I don't really mod it too much. Skyrim, not really. It's for like a good UI mod because the UI is super slow and basic.
Right. That's the number one thing people tell me to upgrade, but I stick to my ways, and everybody still to this day in my Oblivion videos constantly, every time, the unofficial Elder Scrolls patch would have fixed that, and I'm like, I know it would, but I'm used to the bugs, goddammit.
I don't care. No, fair enough, dude. Like, I totally respect that.
I'm the only one, though. I'm the only Elder Scrolls Fallout YouTuber I feel that is like that, and it's because it's a level of close-mindedness, I should open my mind, and I have done mods, it's just the only ones that have truly been amazing. So you said you played a ton of Oblivion, but what's your history like with Skyrim? Have you put a lot of hours into that?
I've actually only got, like, people are gonna hate me for this. I've only got 300 hours in Skyrim, roughly.
That's still
it's not a bad amount.
No. Yeah.
Well, you want to know what I've got for Oblivion?
How much?
Put your hands over your ears, kids. Put your hands over your ears. Any women listening, just stop. Pause the video. Probably about Just done, yeah, two turned on. Just about under 3,000 hours, probably.
Holy shit. Okay, so I have a hard time with the metric for how much time you put into a game. I don't really.
It's about 2 years, year 7 and 8, on the
That's a
360
lot,
actually.
right? That's like
That was good fun.
that's near the top of what usually people put into a game, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
Especially like not a competitive game, just like a single player
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Like, what am
exactly.
I doing?
Man, I was gonna ask you if you ever did 100%, but that question's dumb now, isn't it?
Yeah. I got all the Chiefs on my. You can go to my Xbox profile and check that out.
Oh, your
Got all the
gamer
Chiefs.
card, your gamer tag.
My gamer gay.
How
Yeah,
much? How
check.
much? How? What's your achievement score? Do you know?
Nothing, dude. Like, okay. You know the way it's built, right? Like, it's obviously a system designed for people to play more games. Like, it rewards you playing as
Yeah.
many games as possible.
Uh huh.
But I don't do that. Like, I only play like a handful of games and complete them fully. So I think my game score is like 11K. Like, it's pretty shitty.
Okay. I've got another moment where it's like, cover your ears and women
Here we
stop
go.
listening, children stop listening. It's not bad. It's not big relative to 3K hours in Oblivion, but it's yeah, I think the last time I looked at it was like 87,000.
Dude, that is awesome. That is so sexy.
Hey, that's why I do it. That's why I do it to attract people.
Yeah, I got a big old semi now. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, no problem. Uh, Man, yeah, no, I feel the same way with you. I never played games just to get the achievements, but I played a lot of games, and
Yeah.
I'm just a completionist by nature, so I would always try to get, even if it was a shitty game. Like I remember, do you know Lost, the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Lost means that's like the word for the audience, right? By the end of the show.
yeah.
What's going on? No one knows. Not
Um,
even JJ.
J.J. Abrams. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant this podcast. Yeah, no, the show, 100%. Yeah, they started taking some weird turns.
Mm.
They made a game for it, and it was the
Oh yeah.
shittiest Xbox 360 game like ever. But I got all the
Mm.
achievements because if I buy something, I get all the achievements. So, yeah,
Get your money's worth, man. I can respect that. I
yeah.
understand.
At the risk of subsanity, though, because that game's just awful.
See, that's good. See, I need to be more open-minded like you. Like I'm really funny about what I play and what I watch these days. Like I'm talking about watching weird anime shit. But honestly, like I am really careful about what I watch.
What's your favorite anime so far that you've seen?
Uh like 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 you were saying, dude, I've only watched like the big ones. Like
Yeah,
FMA Full Metal was
dude,
amazing.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, that was really
I
good. It's
love
just like
that.
from start to finish, perfect.
I don't know what it is. I feel like if I watched it again, I wouldn't like it as much, but
Yeah.
I really, really, really was into this girl in a college class,
Mm.
and she had like a little group of like weebs, and they turned me on to anime, and that was the first one that I ever watched outside of like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon or
Is
whatever,
this is
you
this
know.
real life? Hey, women into anime? Come
And
on.
she was cute. She was real cute. Um,
No way.
Never worked out, obviously, but
Oh, no,
yeah.
no. Everybody press F in the comments. Everybody.
I got turned down. I got turned down hard with that. Well, not like hard or anything. But
No.
I did ask her
No.
out, and she straight up like, I see you as a friend, and it was just like, oh god, yeah.
No.
Because I was really into
No.
her too. I had a huge crush
Oh,
on her.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. It happens. It was a learning experience, and I think she leaned more towards women. She said that she was bi, and I think she actually leaned more.
Oh,
Towards
wow.
But maybe that's just what I tell myself.
Okay. Well, that's private. That's fine. Whatever.
Anyways, they got me into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and
Bunch of lesbians. Got me into Full Metal. Sweet, dude. Hell yeah.
but
Death Note's another good one.
Death
I fucking
Note's
love
good.
Death Note.
Although it should have stopped before it went into that. What was the other
Okay.
character's name?
Bre.
Yeah.
It should have stopped. Like, I'm no spoilers, but there's a line right at the end of like episode 20, I think, where
Yeah.
Elle goes, "I am God." It should have just stopped then. Would have been perfect.
It's a very hard and obvious line too.
Yeah.
Why did they not? I will never understand why they kept going.
That was like the biggest nut of my life. That was like the hardest, best nut I've ever had. As soon as he said, "I am God," and then they just kept it going.
And yeah, and it was still decent, but it wasn't. That would have been a perfect. I loved, yeah, but I love that. I don't even consider the other part. I consider that like shitty season 2, but
Yeah.
but the first part was amazing. I loved it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think, almost made me cry because I was a little bitch back in college. But
I definitely cried like probably 20, 30 times throughout
yeah,
that show.
man, I need to rewatch that. Cowboy Bebop's really good too.
Oh yeah, that's just like perfection.
I need to watch Samurai Champloo because it was made by the same guy apparently, and I've never seen
Yeah.
it.
For me, it's just like because I kind of want to get into writing television or writing animation when I get a little older.
Okay.
Maybe when my channel actually is big enough to be, credited for something like that. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, so all these shows are sort of like the perfect example of how to write a good animated episode, I reckon. Like they're all
Yeah.
self-contained, like 20 minutes or whatever, and they're all got perfect characters and perfect character arcs.
Yeah,
Like
and just really interesting premises too.
like anyone who hasn't seen Death Note, it's just perfect. Like there's a scene on YouTube. Like if you're like, no, I don't want to listen to this
Potato
weeb
chip
dickhead.
one.
This yeah, that's a good scene. But there's a great scene where they're playing tennis. These two rivals. You should check that out. Just type in Death Note tennis, and it should be like the top result. Watch that and see what you think.
And
It's
it
got like
holds up
that.
really well. The show holds up
Yeah,
really well. If you watch it,
100%.
yeah, you should watch it.
It's like that hallmark of anime where the characters have like those internal anxiety-ridden monologues, but it's done perfectly in the scene because they're competitive and they're trying to like guess each other's motives for their actions, and it sort of builds their rivalry. It's just perfect writing if you're interested in that kind of thing.
And it's just great, like cat and mouse. It's always every episode's
Yeah.
back and forth between these two, and you never know what's going to happen. It constantly changes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's great. All right, well, we're already at 56 minutes. I guess we got time for like one more question, and then
Holy shit!
we'll close it out with you promoting all your stuff. So let's see. I got a bunch of other stuff, but I guess what I want to ask you is I saw a lot of Nintendo 64 stuff on your channel, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to start collecting all of the consoles from my youth, which I did start with the NES, so NES, SNES, all the way
Right.
up to the Switch.
That's going to be an expensive hobby.
I'm already almost done. I'm with those.
Really?
Yeah, because I already had the Switch, I already had the Wii U, and then I just recently I bought NES was about 80. Nintendo 64 was about 80. The SNES is going to cost me another 80. Haven't picked up that one yet. But
Are you going to try and get all the games?
No, fuck that. No, I built like bookshelves behind me, and I'm just gonna put them in there and have like a lighted display to look cool when I make videos.
Sick. That's
Yeah.
very cool. Very
But
nice.
I wanted to
Very
ask you
nice.
like, what's your? These are such lame questions, but
No, dude.
yeah, but they're so interesting to me. Like they're interesting because I love people that love the N64, which I assume you do.
Yep. It was my first console, man. So
There we
I was
go.
born
Perfect.
in 93, so I'm a little 90s boy. And we had we had the 64, and like my bro like wasn't a retarded 3-year-old, so he knew how to play the games, and I just watch him.
Yeah,
I think the first one was Mario 64 for me. Just all the classics.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart, GoldenEye.
What's your favorite N64? Was going to be my question. Game.
I used to, before I got StarCraft on PC, I played it on N64 for the first
There
time
was an
in the late
N64
90s.
StarCraft.
Yeah, dude. It was
Wow.
shitty. It was really hard to control, but it got me into like the setting because I'd never seen anything like that before. Like
Right.
crazy. It was like Warhammer 40K stuff, obviously, and I didn't know any of that stuff, so it was really interesting.
StarCraft. So that's your pick, StarCraft for the N64.
Probably, probably not even. Fuck, dude. This is a tough question.
So many good ones. Yeah, it's hard to choose on
Yeah.
N64.
I loved GoldenEye. Bomberman 64 was
Oh.
an absolute gem.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Mine
What about you?
would be Banjo-Tooie.
Oh, what a great game. What a great game.
Everybody
Tough, though.
just always says Banjo-Kazooie, but my dad bought me Tooie because he didn't realize it was the second one because the naming convention was weird. So I
Oh,
played
no.
that first, and it was awesome.
Yeah. They're tough though, eh? Especially when you're young.
Or what?
Didn't you find them hard? Like, dude, I didn't
Oh yeah,
beat
yeah.
any of them.
No, yeah, absolutely. Especially the fish boss. Do you remember Lord Wu? Lord Wu Fak
No.
Fak, I think, is the fish boss.
What a name. What a name.
Yeah, inverted swimming controls, trying to beat this stupid
Ah.
ass fish underwater. It was awful. Yeah.
I
Um,
think the only one I beat was Mario Kart, Star Cup, or
dude, it's so
fucking
funny.
Bomberman. Bomberman was great.
It's so funny because we grew up around the same time, and yeah,
Mm,
you just sucked. You just didn't have enough intelligence to
yeah.
beat
Yeah.
games, you know. Yeah, a lot of the times you wanted to beat them, but you just couldn't because your stupid little child hands and reflexes.
But if you think about it, it was like the perfect timing for pro gamers. Okay, this is going to sound really entitled and really pretentious, but they were like the first 3D games ever, right? So we as kids got to play the first 3D games ever. That's pretty cool.
It is cool, yeah, without a
Sort of
doubt.
training the best generation in gaming, isn't that right? We're
I
pros.
think so. I'm not even being biased. I think so because yeah, you had so many like that. I didn't really like the NES, even though I just spent fucking $100 on it today. But but the SNES was amazing. Chrono Trigger
Yeah.
is my favorite game of
Oh,
all
dude,
time.
dude.
Yeah,
There's like probably like 100 masterpieces on the NES and
yeah.
the SNES. There's just so many. It's ridiculous.
I truly think we grew up in the best time for video games. Um,
An innovational time, and that's what we need today.
yeah,
I think it's such a big industry where it's like the film industry and the music industry. Like they see tropes and they see stuff that's selling, these big companies, and they're like, let's
yes.
make Call of Duty 50.
Yes, 100%, 100%. That's how I feel. But there is innovation too. VR obviously is making strides, and that's going to be sweet as fuck when it actually is like legitimate. Because I still feel it's not really completely
Let's
solid.
stop. Yeah, let's stop being. Oh no, dude, it's not consumer friendly at all. It's terrible. Let's stop being retro douchebags. And what's like a good racing game that you've played?
There's some good ones. I'm gonna continue to be a retro douchebag because Wave Racer on the N64 I loved. That was like a
That's not racing.
yeah, it is. You race jet skis. It's
Have you played anything in the last like 3 years
oh
that's
yeah,
come
yeah.
out in the last 3 years?
Anything as opposed to just racing.
So
Or do
you like
mean
racing?
Are you asking me racing like in the past 3 years?
No, did I say no? No, just any game.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, I'm still with it. I'm still hip with the kids. Yeah, I'm playing Hollow Knight on stream right now. I absolutely love it. It's like a little 2D
Cool.
indie game.
Cool.
I'm really particular, just like you said. I'm really
Yeah.
particular with my games, so it has to really gel with me. But if it's a good game, then I'll play it. Like I just like quality things. You know, I don't really waste my time with anything else. So yeah.
I'm into some weird shit at the moment, but it's gotta like revolutionize a genre. Like for me, Breath of the Wild kind of did that. I felt I loved that game.
Did everything in that game, but I played so many hours that I stopped just short of doing all the little miscellaneous side quests. But yeah, I love that too.
No, I mean that gets a little repetitive,
They
which
did,
is
well,
fair.
that's the only part of the whole game that I didn't really like is that it's just like
Mm.
every side quest is like go get 10 bugs, go get 50. It's like what the hell? This wasn't how Zelda used to be. What is this?
Wait, okay. I think are you talking about like the armor sets, like the really hefty completionist stuff? I haven't done that. Like that's nuts.
I did all the shrines
Okay.
and I did all the divine beasts and everything and
Yeah. Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I did the standard stuff, but I didn't get all the Korok seeds because fuck that. I don't have.
No, if that's ridiculous. And
And
you get like a piece of shit
You get a
in your
piece of
hand.
shit. I told my girlfriend, I was like, I looked it up what you get because I wasn't going to spoil it for myself. And I was like, guess what you fucking get? You get a piece of shit. And it's not even a joke. That's what you get.
It's just a middle finger from Miyamoto. His fucking ghost just appears on screen and he's just like, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Fuck are you?
You piece of shit. He a piece of shit for you. You piece of shit now. Yeah.
You piece of shit. Self-destruction on your Switch console. Activated. Fuck you.
Oh my God. You do a really good Japanese accent.
No, dude, that's just super racist. Don't say that.
Oh, it's racist, but it's way better.
You're gonna lose subs. We both are. Fuck.
That was really good though. That was actually really good. I thought mine was kind of good. My racist Japanese voice, but yours was Much better. And I think
You're
that's a
gonna make
perfect
me
ending
like
spot.
you're gonna make me have the confidence to do it in one of my videos, and I'll be on fucking drama alert, dude.
People love your videos so much. I think you got a little leeway. You get
Hey,
like 5 extra points of forgivable
bro,
racism.
I wanted to say this earlier. Let me say this. I want to inspire a lot of young people to start channels and be offensive.
Do
Because
it.
were you a fan of Filthy Frank?
Oh, of course, yes, big fan.
Rest in peace. Press F.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he someone mentioned this on Twitter. He stopped, right? He's done.
Okay, he was kind of like the god of that side of YouTube. And
Yeah,
I'll just say this, like I'm not trying to encourage offensive content, but there is a void that Mr. Frank has left.
there is.
And
Yeah.
I feel like if you can be intellectual and constructive about your offensiveness and maybe behind the veil of a character, do it.
Do you like Tim and Eric?
Yeah, absolutely. I love them.
Similar sort of thing. Obviously on TV, so they got to be a far less crazy. But there's an intelligence to it that's really hard to explain. I haven't been able to do it to anybody, but I love that sort of stuff. And yeah, I totally agree.
Mm.
Alrighty,
Cool,
well,
man.
Wilburgur, this was an awesome podcast.
It's good fun.
Absolutely. Tell the people where they could find you. Anything that you want to promote.
Um, just type in autism into YouTube and it'll come up. Now, look, so it's Wilburgur, so Walburgur. But if you just type in Oblivion meme, my videos should come up on YouTube. But don't feel obliged. Whatever floats your boat.
And
Thank
there
you.
will be links below as well. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Not a problem, dude. I had a blast. Thank you.
Absolutely. That was Morningstar episode 7. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Wowee.